No, I'm running a little bit late. I'm gonna go get my shirt, my hat, and then we'll start the show in just a minute. So hang out. Sorry I'm late, but we'll fix it real quick. Okay, probably some traffic. Dude, okay, hold on. Like, here's the most embarrassing thing. Hammer, you almost had to come out and save me. So, um, okay, so I was at Lasagna and Hammers. We just finished recording. Great pick. So, I parked, okay? I'm parked. There's a car behind me and a car in front of me, okay? And, like, I had to back up a little bit so I can go out. I was so close to the curb that I could not get. Dude, I sat there for 5 minutes and I could not get out. I almost had to call you to come out and move my car because I could not figure out how to move the car. But I did move it, so I get to keep my man card today. So uh, good for Ben. Woo woo. Um, but yes, it was wildly embarrassing. I was very upset with it. Okay, so let's get on with the show. Oh snap! Right? Oh my god, it was embarrassing. Um, but let's go ahead and skip ahead, and we'll start the show now. All right, so start recording. All right, everybody, here we go. Hello and welcome to Whimsy Live. It's Mind Pockets, number 97. Okay, we are this close to 100. We have episodes 98, 99, and then 100. It is that close. I'll get into more of some of the events planned. I got a new sponsor. I don't know if they're going to be watching tonight, but I'm going to send them the link. I'll show you their website. Um, Mind Pockets 100, man. We're super close. Um, right now, you can go on to YouTube. Under the live, you will find Mind Pockets 100. In the comments or in the chat, what I'm going to ask is that you, between now and then when that show starts on Saturday the 7th, is you predict, no, the end of the Friday live stream of the lost episode. You need to submit how many total Mind Pockets you think will be played on the lost episode. Monday, I played a clip of just episode 37. It was just 11 or 10 Mind Pockets. That's all we're going to do for the lost episode is every single episode back to back to back. Yes, Grandma did. And she also submitted a number for my mom. So go look at it, predict what you think the total number of Mind Pockets will be on the lost episode. Winner is kind of like this is my take on the how many jelly beans are in the jar. Okay, how many Mind Pockets are on the lost episode? So you get what we're gonna do some giveaways. We're gonna get some. I got signed merch. I got Whimsy merch. I got one of a kind custom art being created right now. We have a new sponsor. I'll show you guys here in a little bit. We're gonna get some skincare products, local, some local soaps, um, bath bombs, salts, beard balm. So I reached out and had talked with them today. So we're just building this thing together. Okay. So two prizes, total number of Mind Pockets, and the total run time. I have no idea what either of these two numbers are. We're gonna have the lost episode. Okay. The reason it's I'm calling it the lost episode. Okay. So being as anal as I am about it, we're going to record 98, 99, and then there's this weird mind pocket, this lost episode in the middle. Why is that episode in the like? Why is that episode the lost episode? Um, I cannot tell you. but maybe we give a hint that says, is 99 really 99? That's all I'm going to go with. The first, My Pocket's 99. The sixth, Lost episode. The seventh, 100. So why is there that Mind Pocket? Why is there a Lost episode? That's all I'm going to say. If you don't know the total, how is the winner determined? Because I have to put the show together. Okay. So when I put the show together, I'll have a total number. But the Lost episode also plays 6 days after 99, which 97, 98, and 99 have technically not been out yet. So you got to now pick a number based off of what you think it is now plus 3 more episodes. It's going to be a little crazy. So put those in the chats. I'm giving away two baskets, two gift boxes, baskets. I don't care what they are. Merch, original art, skincare product, signed photographs of some celebrity that we might know. I'm going to try to get two different celebrity. We have one celebrity for sure. He's going to send me some stuff, and then there's one more that we'll be recording with next week. So um, big baskets of stuff, guys. And then we'll find out something else for the other two or three. I'm looking to give away 4 or 5 baskets. That's all I'm trying to get at. 2 of them for sure because of the Lost episode. With that said, let's get number 97 out of the way. If this is your first time, welcome and good job because you got a big event coming up in 3 weeks. I will record thoughts and ideas throughout the week. I play them for you and then we discuss. Interesting Mind Pockets this week. Hang out until the end because an apology to Lasagna. She's not as crazy as I thought she was. Really good points on helping me kind of work through the early stages of a thought process that I had. So hang out for a little bit. We're going to be just a little bit longer than normal, but hang out and let's get going. Ooh, am I talking fast? You ever get one of those TV shows? Like, what is the last TV show that you were watching and binging and then realized you were coming up to the end and you like 2 or 3 episodes and you're like, fuck it, I'm not going to sleep because I need to finish these last 2 or 3 episodes. Well, I did it. I found one. I stayed awake. So, mom, maybe. Well, okay, well, mom and grandma, they schedule X number of episodes when they watch. Mom likes to record, bank a couple, and then watch them. I found a show this week that was 3 seasons, and it would have been midnight Monday, and there was 3 more episodes left, and I was like, "This is getting good," and I stayed awake, and I stayed awake for 3 more hours. Son of Anarchy, 100%. It's interesting because when you get like even some season finales, you kind of run into it where you're like, oh, they build up to something and then there's a cliffhanger, then you're like pissed. But then like some of these series finales, if you ever go back and rewatch something or um, something that's already been played through, not very often have I found a show. Let me see. It was Startup. I'll talk about it on Monday. It's on Netflix. Adam Brody, and a couple of other people on it, but it wasn't it wasn't bad. It was interesting. Hammer might get a kick out of it. It's a tech startup and the dangers of um, what they're creating and how does the government want it and some of the negatives with it. So um, Lasagna might like it too because it was similar to the Eagle Eye that we talked about a little bit earlier today. It was interesting. But man, I knew I could have woke up. I could have just watched the last two or like those last two episodes the next morning. I needed it. I could not go to sleep until I saw those. I enjoyed it. I got a kick out of it. I think it was a decent show. I got canceled prematurely. It's 3 seasons. It's decent to watch. I think it was very good. Um, but yeah, I can't think of another show that I was so stuck on that I'm like, I have to stay awake for this. I just watched my mom do something amazing. If I think about it, I can recall. So, okay, hold on. Mom has this coffee routine, and if I think about it, I can visualize her doing it like a lot or often. But I was watching her, so um, she's gonna hear this, which means she's gonna like not do it on Monday. But I can't go into details. Like I'm not. I gotta watch it first. But my mom has this really fun thing she does when she makes coffee. I love it. Almost pointed it out on Monday. I almost did, and I stopped myself because one I noticed it, but I didn't. I was excited, and I think it might have come across as like really fucking shitty, like that shitty son uh, way. But I bit my tongue and I just watched, and then I was thinking about it, and I was like, does she make her coffee the same way every time? And I think about it, and I was like, she does. I think she does. Um, I think it's so here's the importance of thinking about a mind pocket before overreacting to it because it's like 100%. I get that this is like non-specific, and I'm not going to tell you guys, um, but hilarious nonetheless. It makes the way she makes her coffee makes sense, and I get it. I don't, but it's one of those things where I think you do something and you completely like you just don't know that you're actually doing it. So I don't know. Sorry, like I know like there's not much to go on that mind pocket, but somebody like watch people and how they do normal routine things because you'll see that they have that one thing that only they do. Like if lasagna was at home and she was washing dishes or something, right? And then for whatever reason, before she put the plate up, she always had to like twirl around and put it up. Or like Hammer. Hammer is like every time he watches a football game and he does dishes, he always like he might not know that he's doing it, but then Lasagna is like, oh my god, he's doing it again. So uh, it is interesting to watch people do normal things, and there's always that one thing. It's not like one of those OCD things where you close the door and then you open it and close it again, or you lock the door and you have to count 3 times. It's not one of those. I think it is like just a routine with an extra step, and I just thought it was amazing, and I just love my mom for it because if I see it again, holy shit, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's gonna be one of my favorite memories of my mom. I can tell you that right now. If I tried to twirl plates, I would have to break plates. Um, maybe it's not plates. Maybe it's something else. Um, just like something that only Hammer does. Sure, people like very basic task, but look for that one thing that makes that task just his. It's amazing. It's kind of fun. Um, if I had one, for example, and I stopped doing it, I need to start doing it again. It almost made mind pockets. For years, every time I left, I would count, you know, cigarettes, money, wallet, phone. I always count to five, and I stopped doing it. But every time I left the house, you would always see me quietly count to five. So a very basic routine task of, oh, get my stuff, put them in my pocket, leave. But there was always a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That kind of example. So I'm editing, and I realize like I like super snacky. I don't know what to snack on. Guess what I have? Air popper. I'm eating popcorn. I'm kind of confident popcorn is a little bit on the healthier side via the air popper. I don't know. I mean, I Google it and they're like, it's not that bad. I don't know. So, popcorn, my new edit snack. I know popcorn, air pop, no butter, no salt, right? Yeah, I get it's boring, right? But just regular popcorn is like not the worst snack that you can have, right? Um, but I've been killing popcorn, man. I've been killing popcorn like a crazy person. Um, so much so that I had to buy a new popcorn. I had to buy some more kernels because I am consciously trying to eat better because I fucking hate how many lbs I have. So I'm like, let's not eat. Himalayan salt is very beneficial. What is Himalayan salt? Can I copy? Okay, let me copy paste this real quick. Copy. The the idea is like I'm up until like 3 or 4 a.m. and like I just sit here and I'm just like I'm hungry, and I'm tired of like eating all of Sophie's snacks, eat all of her cookies. Then it's like let me eat all the ice cream sandwiches, and it's just like popcorn seems to be the most with the least impact. If I think that makes sense, like if I eat a big bowl of popcorn, it would be significantly better than eating a big bowl of cookies. Is kind of where I'm getting at, right? Why is it good for you? It's a specialty quality. It's natural, unrefined state, giving it pink hue from trace materials like iron, potassium, magnesium, coarse texture than more coarse texture than regular salt. This is why I don't read out loud. But why is it good for you? Because it's pink. All right, I'm gonna get me some Himalayan salt. Write that down, guys. Um, I agree. Vegetables are awesome. I don't like vegetables though. I wish I liked vegetables. I just can't. I really uh, lasagna. How dare her? She offered me beets a couple weeks ago. We are almost not friends. Oh, beets? How about I just beat it? Pun. Uh, but yes, popcorn instead of sleeves of cookies. Other than vegetables, what other like healthy-ish snacks are there? I know almonds are supposed to be really good. Um, I have a problem with almonds is they stick in my teeth different than all the other peanuts or all the other nuts. Um, I think I like. I think I will eat almonds, but I have a problem. I can't eat lots of almonds. Deli turkey and cheese sticks. Yeah. Uh, so I think so. I have to get it from the deli, like a fresh cut one, because I can't. Because like if I go to the fridge section, I can't buy like the prepackaged stuff because that has a bunch of added shit to make sure that it can sit in my fridge for a month and a half, right? Uh, I do like the turkey. I do occasionally buy turkey. Um, I buy bricks of cheese so that I can cut them up. I have done that, but sometimes it's pumpkin seeds. Ooh, pumpkin seeds for sleeping. They sell pre-cut ones at the deli. I don't see. Oh, one of the other problems, I don't go to the store anymore. I order it all online. I need a hammer. I text lasagna and be like, hey, next time your man goes to the store, add a couple of things for me and I'll pay you back. And then he's gonna be like, hey, honey, I didn't know you like this shit. And she's like, oh yeah. And I just walk home with it on Sundays or Saturdays. Um, so do I. We're going to have a freaking shopping session next time you come over. 100%. Um, I do like I the problem is right now I order online. I order the same 15 to 20 items. But if I go in store, I'll spend more. And I'll end up buying more cookies. And I don't want more cookies. Um, but I do need a substitute for the sugar. Um, I'm killing it with the air fryer this week. I got one coming up. But I need something to tickle that sugar. I did some rice cake caramel, uh, and I've been killing those a little bit because I can eat a sleeve of those and it won't kill me. But yeah, I need a sugary substitute for a snack. It's been kind of a rough week and it's only like halfway through. But you guys ever get one of those weeks where like everybody just seems to be kicking at you and just fucking beating down on you? Like I know it's not personal, like it's nothing specifically that I did, but like shit's rolling down, and then it's like I don't know, just the tone seems like everybody just wants to pick on me this week. It's like one of those. It's like one of those weeks where it seemed like every manager went to a meeting of some kind and came back and was like, "We got to change a bunch of stuff, new policy, change shipping and receiving, do this," and then like you try to implement it, and then they're like, "How can you get your list stuff?" And I'm like, "Because you had everything else." Like it wasn't. I didn't do anything specifically. Like I didn't. It's not like I fucked up and got kicked and it was getting kicked around. It was just one of those like somebody had an idea. They wanted it done significantly faster than I was wanting to do it, or like they put this like some of these arbitrary deadlines on things. I'm like, you don't need it done that fast. Like it's not priority wise. Like it doesn't need to be done today. Like you could have let it go for 3 days. Like it's one of those things. So um, yeah, I felt like for a minute it got better towards the second half of the week, but the first half of the week it was just weirdly people talking like weirdly down to me, but not because I did anything specifically wrong. It was just like I want this now. I'm like, why? And we've never done that before. So, but yeah. What's interesting is I didn't spiral like I would have years ago. So somewhere there's got to be some growth that I was able to take a deep breath, realize it wasn't me. Good job, Ben. I think we jinxed it. There was a half a joke because I have a meeting today, Wednesday, and we made a joke about it on Monday, and it fucking happened. So I had to reschedule. So we're rescheduling it for next week. But yeah, I mean to be fair, it was par for the course. Like it's not necessarily a jinx as much as it's like consistent, I guess. But hey, it's rescheduled. Everything's fine though. 2 weeks ago, I was talking to mom. I'm like, yeah, I got my interview with dad coming up in 2 weeks, and she's like, hopefully, like nothing happens. She's like, no, it'll be fine. It'll work out. We'll be here sooner than you know. And then Monday, she was like, Wow, she's gonna have to go in and cover for somebody. Fucking no joke, dude. Tuesday night. Oh, sorry, man. I got to cover for somebody. He had to work on Wednesday, so we had to cancel my interview with my dad. I don't think it's so much a jinx as like it was like nothing against the guy, but to be fair, like track record says like Vegas wouldn't even take the odds. Like that's how often like Vegas is like, you want to bet whether or not your dad's going to cancel on you? Vegas is like, no, that's like fucking guaranteed. Like why would we ever do that? But I did reschedule. I told him, and he gave me thumbs up that next Wednesday. So this coming Wednesday, there should be a conversation with my dad. We'll see. He'll never listen to this. Um, but yeah, it was funny. It was funny because at work I have a small team, and I mentioned I showed up to work on Wednesday, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing here, man?" And I was like, yeah, my plans got canceled." And like two people were like, "Oh my god, your dad canceled on you," and I'm like, "Oh crap, I told you about that." Uh, so one cancel is fine. I think one is a fair and appropriate reschedule. I think is fine. Like one is acceptable. It happens. I've missed a couple of interviews because like I've overslept or something happened. So one reschedule is fine. Now Vegas would take the bet whether or not he second cancels. So we're gonna find out Wednesday. I have the day off. I got some stuff I have to do on one side of town. I come home, grab my stuff, gonna go hang out. I have no idea what to talk about. Um, I would like to have him on. I would like to have a conversation and talk to him uh, that would fit within the Chasing the Whimsy proper category, right? The regular Monday episode. But I also want to talk more to get into the family tree uh, episodes. So um, we'll see what happens. At the very least, I think it's just going to be uh, get to know who he is today. Get have some fun jokes. Um, Outline a little bit of what I would like moving forward. Get him comfortable with the idea of recording, um, and then hopefully after that we get to do family tree stuff and we get him on slightly more regularly. So we will see.
Pull up a chair for passionate film talk. We're thrilled to announce Cinema Amigos, the exciting new podcast that's about to become your go-to for all things film. Join host Pablo and his friend as they embark on an in-depth journey through their most beloved movies. Each episode is a lively conversation filled with unique perspectives, insightful analysis, and an undeniable love for cinema. If you're ready to deep dive beyond the surface and hear fresh takes on classic and contemporary films, Cinema Amigos is your perfect listening companion.
CineAmigos, we are recording with them tomorrow. You won't hear the episode for a couple of weeks. We're doing a crossover episode. Scream 7 is coming out, so we're going to record with them. We're going to talk about the franchise. When the movie comes out on the 27th, we're going to record that following Sunday, and we'll record on their podcast then, and we'll release them side by side. So um, that one is definitely on the books. I reconfirmed with everybody, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. Um, the Monday episode was already recorded. I recorded with Megan last weekend. I think it will be interesting. It was fun. It was a little bit longer. I have noticed that Megan episodes are longer. I love talking with her because it kind of just spirals out of God knows where. But it's a fun episode. So it has to do with old mascots for restaurants and product. So listen to it. It'll be a good time. You guys will enjoy it. So normally at work, especially at shipping and receiving, I don't really normally play in their reindeer games. Kelly used to have to like help me uh, be active and participate. This year, Valentine's Day, I participated because um, they're working on the Whimsy book. So, like, as a department, they're working on the Whimsy book. So, if they were going to participate in that, I guess I could have participated into my bag. So, for mom's birthday, I've talked about it a couple of times. There's a Being Whimsy creative journal. I had one extra one. I took it to work for shipping and receiving, put it on the counter, a little note that says, fill this out for my mom. Um, 80 some pages. Half of it's done. It was fun to see 4 or 5 people pick a page and then do something on it. So um, I like the idea that they were like, they played in my game notoriously. So much so that one of the supervisors was like, "Oh, Ben doesn't play because I don't do the the name the Secret Santas. I don't do that because I don't know anybody. I only do graveyard people." But Valentine's Day came up, and I was like, "If you guys are gonna work on my mom's book, I will make my basket." So I printed out a gnome, colored it in, glued that bitch on a bag, and now I played. So normally Kelly was like, "Come on, Ben." I'm like, "All right, I guess." And then she would do most of it. So because she's very crafty. That's where Sophie gets it. Um, but yes, there is a book being worked on right now by a group of people for my mom. Lasagna just got hers today. So, hey, Lasagna, are you going to work on yours, or are we just collecting it? Because I know some people might not like actually do it. Do you plan on filling out your book? Can Kelly do parts of mine? Maybe. Which ones? She probably would. No, dude, I don't know. Uh, I'm gonna do some. Okay. Hey, some is fair. Uh, rumor has it Hammer is a good drawer. Maybe he goes in and draws a little bit. Um, sometime soon, obviously after 100. So like the 1st of April ish, leading into the anniversary show. I'll start asking people to send me pictures of their book. Like pick a page that you guys like. Um, pick a page my mom wants to see that you guys have done, and then I'll ask you guys to submit pictures of your book because I think it'd be interesting to see where everybody's at a couple of weeks, a couple of months into the thing. So um, I have extra ones coming in on Wednesday. So if anybody doesn't have one, would like one, please reach out. Whimsy at chasingthewhimsy.com or chasingthewhimsy at gmail.com. And I'll work on getting you guys one. I did send one to suggest. I sent two to suggested articles, and so hopefully, maybe Jay Sarge will do one. So we'll see. Um, I can be creative. I'm just not artistic. I'm more autistic when it comes to it. So let's see. Hold on. Oop, is there an update? Yeah. Um, we can tag team the book and will help. Some of the things I'm going to do is I'm looking for magazines now because I think I want to do some of the pages with like a collage. Watching Sophie just stick stickers on stuff in her collage that I still have from Christmas. I want to collage a page, I think. I just don't know which one. So we'll see. Oh my God. This Mind Pockets 100 is like sneaking up on me, but it's not. I still got like 25 days, 24 days. I don't know. But I'm trying to get locked down some sweet merch and prizes for these giveaways. I think I have time. Like I got 3 weeks. I think I have time to get it all done. But it just seems like a lot with a very short amount of time. I have been reaching out to people for many a weeks now. Only now are they slowly coming together to record the bonus episode, the bonus stuff for 100. Um, I got custom artwork getting done, so I'm super excited for the artwork, like 100%. Um, Skull Skillet. Oh, so sorry. Skylar from Chicago. She's drawing some custom work. I saw the first sample of it, so I'm gonna get signed original art. So, like, I think that's where uh, it seems like I don't have enough time because I got to get them printed. I got to ship them to her so she can sign them, and then she's got to mail them back. Um, but Kit is working on, like, they're all really cool, but I think Kit, who does all of our Whimsy Doodles, is working on one right now that she's super excited about. I threw out a couple of ideas and a theme. It might replace this picture. Like, I might get it blown up huge. All of this original artwork that I'm talking about will be limited edition stuff. Um, the one I told Kit that I'll print out an X number of copies and only give away those copies, and then I'll never release those pictures again. Um, Skylar, it's all digital art, so she can do whatever she wants with it, right? But I'm gonna have her number them for Whimsy 1 through like 7 or 10. So it's not just like, oh well, I can just screenshot it off of someone's Instagram. No, no, these ones are signed. These ones are legit signed. So it'll be interesting. A lot of really fun stuff. Danielle, one of the Whimsy kids, is doing. Oh my god, that looks so cool. All right, I like it. She's sketching some stuff for me. Why are you asking me why I'm not quick? I'm getting there. Number 10. Calm down. My mom did it again, man. I don't know what it is, but mom, like, I'm boring or like easy, right? Things that I can't mess up. So when I cook food, it's typically like a chicken breast or like a tender of some kind. Mom gave me some thighs, dude. I I would never have bought chicken thighs by myself. But mom gave me a bunch. Fuck, that's such a good piece. Like, I don't know what it is, man. This air fryer, and now I think I totally dig in the chicken thigh cut. Like, oh, so good. I so before the air fryer, I can't like I don't like to pan fry. I'm not good at pan frying food, um, like at all. So I like so then I would bake the chicken, right? So I'd figure out how to do that. Your tenders, like your boneless or your skinless, unbreaded, like easy, right? A chicken breast kind of lays out pretty nice. Thighs is a weird fucking cut of meat, man. There's like it's a weird piece of meat. It's a darker meat, I believe. My mom gave me 6 of those things. I fucking killed them. I killed it, dude. They were so good. Lasagna. Thank you for making me grow up and cook my own food in that air fryer. Because my mom gave me hers, dude. 2025, the year of the air fryer, man. You guys changed my life. Because I would never have. My mom could have offered me those chicken thighs, and I would have been like, "No, I don't know how. I don't know how to cook it. Like I can't do it, like at all. I'm not dude. Boom, threw it in there. 18 minutes. Flip it halfway through. I got another pork for this week. I got more eggs, so like I'm doing eggs and pork. Um, I got some chicken breast, but oh man, she did have to kick me out of the nest. Um, Super easy. Then you buy the silicone basket and then you line that bitch with some foil. cleanup is super easy. Not that it's super hard to begin with. Um, I do feel weird. I won't cook the chicken without the basket because I feel weird just juice is just leaking everywhere, like all over stuff. Um, Air fryer, man, amazing. Thank you to Sophia. Uh, we're doing lots more arts and crafts recently, like a lot. Uh, it's fun. I love watching her do it, and then I do them with her. So uh, I may or may not have arts and crafted Valentine's Day present to somebody. Go figure. I had a good time doing it too. One of my lunches playing with clay, making something. Uh, Sophie and I are building fairy gardens. Technically, she has three of them now. We got two more coming. We got a nice little setup. A couple of weeks, I think we're gonna do and have Sophie give us a tour of her little fairy city. But yeah, she's so cool. It's out of nowhere. Like she likes her tablet, sure, but then she puts it away, and then she's like, "I want to draw." And she's like, "I want to play doh," and she's just always looking to build or make something, and it's fun to watch her. So took a play out of her book and was like, "I'm going to play with some clay on my lunch. I'm going to attempt to make something. I don't even know if it's good. I don't even know." So uh, I don't think Kelly will be like, "This is some fucking dog shit." She'll be like, "Yay!" So it might be one of those things where she's like, "Yay," and then she just hides it in a box somewhere, and you'll never see it again. So we'll see. But I made something. So thank you, Sophia. All right, I don't know how to phrase this one. And disclosure, this is a half of a thought. I have not finished thinking, researching everything. But is there a happy medium or a middle ground when it comes to like feminism or like women, women's equality type stuff? Okay, so I personally like the way that Aaron Sorkin writes women, especially like in Sports Night. But then I look it up, and people are like, "No, no good." So, is there some like? Here's what I'm thinking. Who can I talk to? The problem is if I go hardcore feminist like lasagna, um, it's not so much of a like a discussion or I want to learn as much as it's like just shit all over man. So like I'm trying to figure out how to have that discussion because I would be curious. Is it just like internet trolls? Am I like way off? I don't know. Come back Monday for sure. I might have some more for you. Go ahead, apologize. Okay, so we've seen Ben do this before with the mind pocket. Just fucking shove your entire foot in your mouth. Um, I didn't mean for it to come across like she's hardcore and she's like fuck man, but I do know that she is passionate with regards to the dynamics of women in like society life in the workplace. So the original idea that I had, I was needing, was not so much the real life aspect, like because I don't that part I cannot relate to. The pay gap, sexual harassment, the way that people look or talk to me, how they handle me. Like I that part I obviously can't like I don't experience, right? So, but I wanted to understand more of an appropriate representation of like female in movies and TV. Aaron Sorkin I've never been shy. I love everything he's written. I love the like. I very much enjoy the way that he writes uh, comedy, the way he develops his characters. West Wing, Sports Night are probably the two bigger ones that I've watched, in which like he creates really strong female characters. So what was interesting was had some time to talk with Lasagna today. I presented where I was coming from, so she had a better understanding of where I was wanting to focus, which was more on the TV side of things. Again, because I can't relate to anything else real world. But early, like we'll do Sports Night for example, right? You had Felicity Huffman, and then I don't know the other girl's name. The two main like females in it are like fucking they're the producers of the TV show, and they run everything, and they're wildly passionate about their job. But when I start reading on it, right, like I googled, does Aaron Sorkin portray women positively? And there's a lot of discussion with like, no, he doesn't. He always writes some sure in positions of like authority and like in the hierarchy of like at the workplace. But then but then people are always like, but then the girls are always worried about relationships or distracted or they don't know enough about sports. Um, so with an example today, uh, it was a 5 minute clip, but it was nice because we were able to pause it, um, and Lasagna was able to help identify what was in her mind, like as a female, what was an appropriate depiction of this female in the show, and then the distinction that she clarified was there's a difference between like equal rights feminist versus social justice warrior, which are people who are offended on behalf of other people. Um, it's this idea of like this person is offended because the way that this person is portrayed, and other people should be offended. But the problem is other people aren't, or the character wasn't written in any kind of negative way. It's just this idea of the social justice warriors going to an extreme. But she was able to break down the clip for me of what is appropriate, and then to a different lens of how some of these characters are written. And for the most part, she applauded um, the way that the character was written. So it was. I think I got to come across. I got to quit being so fucking shitty about it. Um, but I do need to come approach the subject with a little bit more like parameters, maybe a sample, like a video or two, some sample to kind of really identify it. Um, but it was a very nice conversation. It wasn't anything bad. I think part of it sometimes is when we talk about like when we're in the movie reviews, um, the tone of those conversations are sometimes different, and or I poke fun at it and I kind of lean into it a little bit harder. But with like as a legit serious conversation and uh, just a thought exercise, um, a very educational, uh, like understanding of what's going on. Because some of the things is there's I wish I could figure out what the name of this thing was, but there was this idea online, and I think that's where most of the problem comes in is like all these other people becoming offended because they're like women need to be perfect in when they're represented in TV and movies. But where I was at was not all women in real life are perfect. Like sometimes they do have little quirks, or they're a little bit like uh, there's just that something about them that adds to the character. So um, it was a good conversation. So the apology was sorry that I came at you all hot and crazy, and then a nice thank you for explaining it a little bit more to me as far as like um, the reality versus the perception of some things. So uh, it was interesting. I should have some more stuff for you on Monday because I'm going to break down um, maybe a little bit more. I started watching West Wing, West Ring, Wing. Um, I think the show holds up. Like it's 25 years later. I think it is weirdly relevant today. There's a couple of things that seem pretty familiar to current day, but the two shows that I know of for sure, the Sports Night and West Wing, is there is not a negative female portrayal anywhere in there. The men obviously don't come across as great. It's 2020. It's like a 2002 TV show, so obviously there's a lot of some misogyny in it. But the way that he writes it isn't misogynistic, I guess, is what I'm trying to say at. So that's where I was like conflicted for a second, was like, am I a shitty person because I like these women if feminists or social justice warriors saying I shouldn't? That's where the whole conversation came from. So um it was interesting. It was a good conversation. And then we can't talk to you about the rest of the discussions, but um, they were fun. But that's it. We're just about done. Uh, yeah, hang out. Hold on.
Get ready to meet your new favorite storyteller. Introducing the brand new podcast, Storytime with Mr. C. For most of his life, Mr. C has found pure joy in sharing tales with friends, family, students, even strangers. Now, he's bringing that lifelong passion directly to your ears. On Storytime with Mr. C, you'll join him as he digs up forgotten classics, hopefully creates some wonderful new ones, convinces a few special guests to share their incredible experiences, and takes us all back to the very beginning of what makes a great story. It's more than just a podcast. It's an invitation to simply hang out, connect, and remember the simple pleasure of a well-told story. Like gathering around a campfire, but with better sound quality. Ready to be swept away? Find Story Time with Mr. C. Today on Spotify. Prepare to be amazed, entertained, and perhaps even taken back to a time when all you needed was a good voice and a great story.
We had one new person this week sign up for Patreon. We have Andy, Nikki, your family, Megan, your family, Joyce, and Ender Frog, EC1, Violet, Kit, Lasagna Hammer, Vinny S, and Blake. Huge thank you to you guys. Hopefully in the next within the week, I mentioned before March 1st, I'll have some updates, but we're going to upgrade the $4 tier a little bit. Uh, Lasagna and I had some really fun ideas for the movies that made us, so we're gonna try and put a couple bucks into that um, to make those a little bit better. Those will be probably more exclusive to Patreon. We're gonna build up the Patreon is basically what we're getting at. But I said earlier. So what is interesting is uh, I did reach out to a local small business. They do some farmers markets, but I reached out to the people at Nature's Wings. So nature'swings75.com. Um, they do skincare, soaps, men essentials, uh, lip and body nourishment, lip balm. Um, so I talked to them today for like half hour almost. Um, but they're gonna give some samples. So that gift bag that I was talking about for 100, they're gonna donate some. some merch, uh, some some different things for you guys. So if we like it, I'll put a link on the Patreon. Do a survey of what kind of skincare products you guys are interested in, lotions or whatever else, um, scents and flavors. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna get into help them out. They help us out, but we can use these for different gifts sometimes. Probably not until after July, because I've already given out most of the Mays. July will be the yearbook. So, but we're gonna get some samples, see if we like it. If we do, I told them that we would reach out and continue to work with them and partner up a little bit. So like we look, we actually got one, we got one, we got a small business with something. Look at that. Well, like um, I'm not real big on the soaps, but that's just because I'm a boy. um, but I do know that fucking. I mean, Nikki got soaps for Christmas last year, so it's interesting. I appreciate them at Nature's Wings uh, for helping out with My Pockets 100. So um, this goes back to what we're trying to do at Whimsy, right? We're trying to build the community a little bit. They have a product that some of us might be interested in. So by all means, I'll get you guys some samples. I'll throw them out for some of the gifts for the gift tiers, and we'll kind of just go from there a little bit. So I should have some. I literally talked to them less than fucking 6 hours ago almost. So um, I'll get a commercial together for them. I'll get some business cards, some merch, but Nature's Wings 75.com if you want to check them out. Um, they're doing farmers markets, but they're local. They're literally like right down the street from me. So, um, yeah. So, anybody, the beauty of it is whatever you're doing. I got the crochet ladies. Remember, we had hold on, we had hooks with love with Liz. So, yeah, I like working with local, smaller, independent people. So, but that's all I got. Boom, 9:07. I've been recording for an hour two. Nope, 56 minutes I've been recording. It doesn't matter. Um, but thank you everybody for the Patreon. Um, get some friends, some family, let them know, support the podcast. I'm gonna start leaning into it hard, man. Um, episode 37 for whatever reason. Ooh, that is kind of weird. Hold on. So on Monday I'm gonna play a 1 week's worth of Mind Pockets, just the Mind Pockets. But the one, and uh, it was interesting because the one Kelly picked was 37, and there was a comment about Kevin Smith plugging all this stuff. And now I'm trying to do the same thing. Oh my God. It's like, Hammer did it. Hammer's Truman showing me. I don't know what he's doing, but he's like, hey, guy, I got some beers. He's trying to distract me. That's all. Uh, that is it for the week. Thank you guys for the Patreon help. Thanks for listening. Turn that down. Okay. Again, real quick. We are looking at Jason the Whimsy, YouTube, live, My Pockets 100, right? Upcoming 20 days from now. Click into it over here. Can you guys see this? Over here in the comments. What is your pick for total Mind Pockets from the Lost episode. Okay. Leave a comment in there. Let me know how many and how long. Let's get some free merch, man. Um, I got I got I got merch that you'll never get unless you participate in this event. I got Mind Pocket pins. Never gonna release those fuckers again. I got signed and numbered exclusive uh, artwork coming in. Only get that through this event. To be fair, there might be one or two extras, but for the most part, you're only going to get them for this event. Um, but yeah, take a look. Put in your guesses. Leave some comments in there. We got 20 days. All right. Do some math. Maybe look them up a little bit. Figure out how many there are. You don't know. You could go, if you wanted to, you could go in and count them all. But 2 episodes have not been recorded yet. So you're going to be 2 episodes short. I might not. I only do 5 next week just to really fuck up the numbers. Maybe. Uh, that's all I got for you guys. Mind Pockets 100. I got a bunch of work to do tonight. A bunch of stuff to do Sunday night, and then I'll be up until probably 3 or 4 a.m. again on Monday, um, putting some of this stuff together, organizing it, because I would like to really start pushing this thing. I think I want to do a different post, like maybe I'll do like a 10-day countdown to the Lost episode. Different posts on the socials every day for 10 days. Really push it. Um, I will leave you with this. Keep watching. One of the special guests for the actual 100 episode, not the Lost, but the actual 100. One of the special guests, Vinny. Vinny S. from Chicago. You guys loved Vinny S. He was on an episode. You loved him. You loved him on the live stream in Chicago. I was able to lock him down. We got 3 Mind Pockets from Vinny. They are recorded. You'll hear them on the Saturday 100. That's one. There's at least 3 more, possibly a 4th one coming. We're going to have a blast. That episode's going to be long as hell. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. That thing's going to run like 2.5 hours. But we have other guests. Who else could we have? I promise you, one of them you would never have expected. Never would have expected one of the people that we had. I'm surprised that I even got the reply back. Keep listening. Update the Mind Pockets. Give me your guesses. I'll see you guys on Monday. And then I'll see you guys again next Saturday for 98. We're so close. 2 weeks to 99. Lost episode. I'll give you guys little nuggets of stuff as we go. The nugget this week. Vinny. Mind Pockets 100. Whimsy!